Motivation Fridays. As I said, and I thought with regards to this YouTube channel, I want to have something called Motivation Fridays. Maybe I do it once a month, twice a month. Eventually, I want to get to a point where I'm doing it every Friday. During this time, I just want to explain a little bit about who I am. Where I come from, so you guys can get to know me a little bit more. And obviously with regards to Discord in the comment section, I could get to know you guys a little bit more, as well as give you some motivation, because obviously I know through this credit journey, as you're trying to build your credit, things can be difficult. You can want to give up, but I want to be the encouragement to keep you going, because during my life and credit history, there's always been somebody who helped me out, pushed me over or gave me just enough to get to the next level and stage of my life. And so I want to do that for you. As a human being, I don't care what race or religion or color you are, all of that stuff just divides us. Ultimately, as a human being, we all need motivation and we all need good credit. Motivation number one, my first time doing this. So stay tuned and let's go. Okay, so I want to give you a little history of who I am and where I come from. So obviously I live in San Diego, as I've said in a few videos, but if you guys, for those of you who are maybe just watching this video for the first time, understand, I have been in the debt collection industry for over 15 years. And during that time span, I've done it all from collecting to management. I've owned 2 debt collection agencies. And, this is a channel where I want people to come to where you can get some free information regarding debt and credit. But nevertheless, let's go to the beginning. This year, I will be 40 years old in December. I'll be 40 years old. Excited about it, but not so excited about it because obviously you're getting up there in age. Nevertheless, I am grateful to be here. I was raised by my grandmother, mom and dad. Drug thing. I'm an 80s baby, so a lot of kids. Actually, in my neighborhood, 90% of the friends that I had, we all lived with our grandparents, because our parents got swept up, whether they were selling drugs, using drugs, or in prison behind the crack epidemic. That was our lives at that time span. And so things were sort of kind of hard. I grew up in a house, 7 kids. My grandmother, who, bless her heart, for letting us in. It was my dad's mother who raised us. And that's all I'll give you for now. I'll go into my story a little more. But who I want to talk to now is the person who is at the bottom, who's feeling like giving up, who's feeling like there is no way to get out of your circumstance or situation, whether that be in life or whether that be with regards to your credit. Right? Understand something. Everything that goes down must go up. If you're at the bottom, if you feel like you're at the bottom where there is no help, don't give up. You gotta keep pushing. The reason why I say that is because if I would have given up, I wouldn't be where I am today. And I have a lot further to go, so don't get me wrong, but if I would have just laid down and given up, life would have been over. So if you're feeling like giving up, understand, I'm here to motivate you to keep pushing forward. As we know, faith without works is dead. The reality is you gotta put in the work. And with the work, if you don't have a plan, then that work becomes a little stagnant or you'll end up losing motivation. So have a plan with regards to what it is that you plan on doing. If it's credit, building your credit, make sure you have a plan. One of the things, and a person that I do look up to, is a guy by the name of Robert Kiyosaki. He has a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which is probably a very famous book, and a lot of you guys probably have read it. If you haven't, check it out. But one of the things that he has said is we have to think in our mind who do you want to be, right? If you want to be a person who's successful, get an image of a person who is successful that you know or may not know, you may see on Instagram or Facebook or someone who's famous. And you have to think to yourself, who do you have to be to become that person, right? Understand, what do they do that makes them successful? They're working hard and they have a plan, right? Ultimately. And another thing that you have to understand about the mind, which is so important, is whether you think you can do it or you think you can't do it, it's the truth. The mind doesn't understand the difference between fiction and real. Let me say this again. Your mind does not understand between a dream that you may have had and reality. So when you can get control of your mind to put yourself in a place to be who you want to be, you can achieve anything. I'm one of those type of people who believe that with a lot of hard work and a plan, you can become whoever it is that you want to be. Wealth, success is out there for everyone. The difference between someone who has it and doesn't have it is the mind state and what they believe in. And then obviously the work ethic and the plan. So think about those things for the people that are at the bottom or feel like they're at the bottom, because I don't even want to say at the bottom. The reality is there's always somebody doing worse than you. There's always somebody doing better than you. But if you feel like you're at the bottom, because I don't want to discredit anybody like that, because I've been in that predicament, I've been in that situation, understand that once you put in the work, you have a plan, and mentally you see yourself where you want to be, it can happen for you. Now, like I always say in all of my videos, if you have any questions about anything that I said, put them down in the comment section. I'll be sure to answer them. If you have questions about debt or credit, put them down in the comment section. I promise you I'll answer those questions. And as always, you be great.